Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and although I cannot believe it, it is time for the November TBR. As you know, the reading has been a bit of a struggle, hasn't it? You know, you've been here a while. If you have, you're my friends. We can be honest, it's been a struggle. But, baby, we are back. We are back. This is a little spoiler for October, but it's been a good month. Maybe not like quality-wise always, but quantity, you know. So, it's been a good month. I'm excited. I'm excited to be reading again. I'm excited to be reading. I'm excited to pick up books. I'm excited to... Sometimes I'm like, I only read at night. I only read at night before I go to bed because, you know, what else is there to do? But at the minute, I'm reading sort of in the evenings. Like I'm making time actively to read. And that's when I know I'm loving it. That's when I know I'm having a good time. And I want it to continue in November. And because we're getting into sort of the darker nights, the colder weather. It's currently raining. It's currently raining as I'm filming this. I have gone for some big sink your teeth into books. Which, let's be honest, could be the end. It could actually be the end of me. But we're going to try. We are absolutely going to try. So, without further ado, let's talk about it. So, first up, my non-fiction for the month. And that is 3,000 Kisses, Tales of Queer Love from Ancient World by Sean Hewitt and Luke Edward Hall. Have you seen the... I just got his new book in the post, Sean Hewitt's, which I'm so excited to read. And have you seen the beautiful editions Faber have done of Maurice, the illustrated ones? If you're very clever, which I know you all are because you're here watching me, and that's always a smart decision. My memories of God then, because I was so funny. This was last month's non-fiction, and I didn't get around to it purely because I read something, another thing non-fiction, which you'll see in the wrap-up next week. But yes, I had a little go on something else, so it will be, and I want to do it because I've already taken the Instagram photo for it. So, you know, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. So this is my... And I can't tell you what it's about because it doesn't have a blurb or anything. It's Tales of Queer Love from the Ancient World. We'll start off with the smallest one first. And that is The Plains by Federico Falco, translated by Jennifer Croft. Now, Charco Press kindly sent this to me. It came out in October. And I would like to read it because I think it sounds good. I also have another one of their queer ones that they've published up there. This was sent to me. I brought the one up there. So if I like that, we can go on to that one too. Let's find out what it's about. In the city, the notion of the hours of the day, of the passage of time, is lost. In the countryside, that is impossible, a narrator tells us. In this remote house and garden, time is almost palpable. It goes by without haste and brings into sharp relief even the tiniest details, insects, the sound of the rain, a falling leaf, the smell of damp earth. Past and present are equally weighted and visible here, revealing themselves slowly with every season and turn of the spade. So a year unfolds. A garden takes shape as his connection deepens to this place, becoming a shelter from everyone and everything, perhaps even from himself. We see the ants devouring the chard. We hear the tales his grandmother told, perhaps real, perhaps taken from a movie, and we learn about his great love, Cairo. C-R-R-O. C-I-R-O. I probably said that wrong. The humid sheets in the country, the carefully renovated apartment in the city, and the painful, inexplicable breakup that prompted him to take refuge in this patch of now carefully tended land. Yeah, it does sound brilliant. Should I say it? 5-star prediction. 5-star prediction. I think that sounds really brilliant. I'm excited. Next up, it's appeared on a TBR before and it did not get read. Obviously, I was going to say put on there, but it did not get read. It's First Line Battle. It had a first line battle as well. It did not get chosen. So, but it is on my 24 books for 2024, which I'm trying to get through a little bit. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I've read maybe one. Oh, spoiler, shh. Pretend you didn't hear that. But yes, we have Pachinko by Min Jin Lee. Another classic, another one everyone loves, another big old beauty that I can sink into and get swept away in. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's find out what it's about. Teenage Sunja, the adored daughter of a crippled fisherman, falls for a wealthy Yakuza. He promises her the world, but when she discovers she is pregnant and that her lover is married, she refuses to be bought. Facing ruin, she accepts an offer of marriage from a gentle minister passing through on his way to Japan. Following a man she barely knows to a hostile country where she has no friends, Sonja will make a decision will be forced to make some difficult choices. Her decisions will echo through the decades. Spanning nearly 100 years of history. I'm ready. Let's hope it doesn't take 100 years. But it's very tiny writing. But we'll see. We'll see. Over 500 pages long. I might make a mistake. You never know. Oh well, it's fine. And then this one was just calling to me. We have The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. I am thinking of doing a vlog at some point to find out if I'm a book or boy. So I'm going to read some winners. Or just some books that are shortlisted. Maybe. I have to work on it. But I think I'm going to do that because I want, next year, say, I want to be a book or boy. This is all because I read and loved The Safekeep. And now I think I have the potential to be a book or boy. The Booker Prize boy. I'm talking about the Booker Prize. I just call myself a Booker boy all the time. The Booker Prize. So, yes. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Just to see if I've got the je ne sais quoi that is needed for it. So that I can be like people I watch on here. Clever and smart. But let's find out what this is about. The Barnes family is in trouble. Dickie's once lucrative car business is going under. But rather than face the music, he's spending his days in the woods, building an apocalypse-proof bunker with a renegade handyman. His wife, Imelda, is selling off her jewellery on eBay and half-heartedly dodging the attentions of fast-talking cattle farmer Big Mike, while their teenage daughter Cass, formerly top of her class, seems determined to binge-drink her way to final exams. And 12-year-old PJ, in debt to local sociopath Ears Moran, is putting the final touches to his grand plan to run away from home. The present is in meltdown. But the causes lie deep in the past. If you wanted to change the story, how far back would you have to go? To the car crash 12 months before Cass was born? To the infamous bee sting which ruined Imelda's wedding day? All the way back to Dickie at 10 years old, trembling before his father in the garden, learning how to be a real man? Is it possible that a single moment of bad luck set in motion everything that came after? Does that mean the fate of the Barnes family is already sealed? They are facing a reckoning. If they can't change the past or rewrite the story they already have lived, is it too late for a happy ending? Does sound good. It does sound good. Another one, over 600 pages. When I said I'm reading big, I meant it, didn't I? And then, just to see if I'm a Sally Rooney girly, we have Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. You know, it's the book of the moment. Whether you like Sally Rooney, whether you hate her, she is the moment. She's the biggest thing in publishing. So, yeah. I have a signed copy. The tiniest signature you've ever seen. But let's find out what it's about. I'm so excited to read. Aside from the fact that they are brothers, Peter and Ivan have seemed to have little in common. Peter is a Dublin lawyer in his 30s, successful, competent, and apparently unaccessible. But in the wake of their father's death, he's medicated himself to sleep and struggling to manage his relationships with two very different women. His enduring first love, Sylvia, and Naomi, a college student for whom life is one long joke. Ivan is a 22-year-old competitive chess player. He has always seen himself as socially awkward, a loner, the antithesis of his glib elder brother. Now, in the early weeks of his bereavement, Ivan meets Margaret, an older woman emerging from her own turbulent past, and their lives become rapidly and intensely intertwined. I didn't know it was about that. I didn't know. Let's find out how many it is before I... Nearly a 500-pager, so, like I said, I'm going big. Go big or go home. Don't go home. Well, you should probably are watching this at your home, and I'm home, so we're already home. I don't know what I'm going on about. What's wrong with me today? Guys, I sort of just went to wrap up the video and I forgot. The reason why you're all here is the TBR jar. I can't believe that. You nearly didn't get it. You nearly didn't get it this time. Right. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's just crack on. Oh, 2 was there. I had 2 then, but we went for this one. I can't remember if anything was in there. What is that? Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Where the Books Are. I got that right here. How weird, because I was making content. How weird, that's right there. That's been there by Where the Books Are. Thank you, Where the Books Are. I appreciate that. Because you know it's on my 24 books for 2024. And you're a real one. You're a real one. Right, let's find the other one. I had one then and it dropped and now I'm thinking what could life be? Here we go. Winter's Orbit. I've got that right here too, so I don't even need to take a break. I can probably grab that without... I did. See, I did really, really well then. Right, let's find out what they're about, shall we? So, first up, Put in There by Where the Books Are. Thank you. Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. I think this has appeared on TBR before and it did not get read. So, let's find out what it's about. Let's find out what it's about. I feel like this... Oh no, I won't say. Hidden among us is a secret coven of witches. Known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect crown and country from magical forces and otherworldly evil, but their greatest enemy will come from within. There are whisperings of a prophecy that will bring the coven to its knees, and 4 best friends are about to be caught at the centre. Will Helena, Nima, Leonie and Elle be able to stop the prophecy before it's too late, or will the differences that have seen them grow apart since childhood be too great to overcome? Life as a modern witch was never simple, and now it's about to get apocalyptic. I mean, it sounds brilliant. I've heard nothing but brilliant things. I already own the sequel. I've read the prequel. You know, what can we do? And then we have Winter's Orbit by Everina Maxwell, which was actually put in by somebody really cool and smart and handsome. It was me. I'm joking. I'm none of those things. I put this in there when we were getting a little bit low. And it's just one I've had on my TBR for ages. And I bought the sequel, okay? So, shall we find out? Shall we find out? Let's try. Prince Keem, a famously disappointing minor royal and the Emperor's least favourite grandchild, has been called upon to be useful for once. He's been commanded to fulfil an obligation of marriage to the representative of the Empire's newest and most rebellious vassal planet. His future husband, Count Janian, is a widower and murder suspect. What bloody bad luck has he got? Neither wants to be wed, but with a conspiracy unfolding around them and the fate of the Empire at stake, they will have to navigate the thorns and barbs of court intrigue, the machinations of war, and the long shadows of Janin's past, and they'll have to do it together. So begins a legendary love story amid the stars. I feel like I made that sound really good there at the end because I really acted it out. So that could have swayed you a bit, couldn't it? But who knows? So there we go. Sort of similar vibe, wouldn't you say? A little bit like a bit light and fluffy, but also not like, you know, murderer, apocalyptic, you know, but not like, you know, I'm not. It's not really Virginia Woolf, is it? It's not, you know. So I don't know what I'm going about. I can't wait to see what you vote for. So there we have it. This month's TBR. I cannot wait to see what you vote for. As always, vote down below in the comments, and I'll put the poll up on the community page the day after it goes live. I can't wait to see what you vote for. I can't wait to hear what you're going to read this month. I can't wait to hear what your reading vibe is, if it's going well or not. I say it every time, and I genuinely mean it. My favourite thing is chatting to you all. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'm going to speak to you all really, really soon.